Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna paint my nails while I talk around on because it's actually difficult for me to talk about. I had a friend today. So I had a friend, and today this friend basically sabotaged my life. It well, not friend as in a like oh my god my friends, but no, this person was an extremely important, supportive, I guess kind of even mentor person to me. And he basically turned around and did something, and I lost a total of like maybe 8 or 9 friends in the process, and now I have no friends whatsoever. I literally mean like no friends whatsoever. I moved to this town like a year ago, and I had a whole bunch of friends that were workmates, and now like because of this whole ordeal, they literally will not speak to me. Massive betrayal. Yeah, it's very lovely. Got plenty to tell the therapist when I go back. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna try and sum it up. Basically, I started working at this place maybe like a year ago, and since the start, certain person who was my authority figure basically tried to, or not tried to, did put me through an initiation process. The whole thing that straight men have to go through when they enter the military. It says messed up person in itself. Just the fact that somebody would need to put people through what's this thing called? Yeah. Anyway, so that should have been flag one, but I was so like, God, I was so empty. I was just ready to like just trust anyone who would actually bloody listen to me. Basically, my self-confidence was at an all-time low. I was new in this town, and just like, yeah, I needed friends, so I was just believing everybody. Long story short, this person decided to constantly put me through initiation and lies to the point where I was even drastically distraught and upset by situations that he'd fabricated, basically lies and stuff like that. And it's amazing. I'd hear constant BS about, oh, I'm here for you when you're one of the brothers, etc. And it's like, okay. And God, I just wanted to belong so badly. I just believed all of it. I just did. And months went past, and I gained information from various people, and I just went, have I been lied to, like, constantly about each of these sort of situations? I know this really doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to talk about all of it. Anyway, I'm just trying to get to the gist of what happened today and how I've lost everything. So anyway, I departed from the company because I just couldn't take being manipulated like that, especially somebody who would, to your face, tell you, you know what, if you need anything, I'm here for you. If you want to talk about stuff, I mean, like, which is sort of unprofessional when it comes to workplace. I've never sort of done that, like, kind of trusted, unless a workmate was a friend, like I hung outside their house or whatever. But I noticed this person was going out of their way to fish out information about me and my personal life. Maybe they could use against me. I don't know. And so there became a different level of trust. It's bad enough I have massive trust issues with men, and this needed to happen. Anyway, eventually I just made up some BS about leaving the company. I just said, oh, no, I just want to go, yeah, I want a different future. And that's not the truth. The truth is I was being lied to and manipulated by somebody who I trusted like an uncle, basically. Anyway, so skipping forward to today. Skipping forward to a few weeks ago. I bumped into two friends, And I went to their house because they were like, yeah, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing anything. What are you guys doing? They're like, no, come over. And I'm like, yeah, I've been meaning to come over. So I went over to their house. And they were like, oh, no, it's so different at work without you there, etc., etc. How you been, yada, yada. And then I'm like, you know what? I might as well just tell the truth about what... Just tell the truth about why I actually left, as opposed to the lies that everybody thought. So I turned around and I said, look, certain person, supposed to be our authority figure, I'd constantly hear about this lie and this lie and this lie, and I seem to be the only person affected by it, etc. And basically I got to the point where I left. These two friends took something that was so personal and so confidential to me, like, they went and told the person behind my back. They went and told him. And I do not appreciate that, ever. I'm such, like, personally, like, I'm such, like, a loyal person. Like, there's so many secrets of people's that I have held, because I don't betray trust. I treat people the way I want to be treated. These friends that I've known for so long that I trusted, basically, yeah, a few weeks ago, turned around and went and told him. And not just that, they did it in, like, the Chinese whispers kind of way. They completely said something else that was not even what I told them. Anyway, so I thought to myself, you know, today I'll go pop into my old work. You know, my the superior person, the uncle, is actually like a reference on my CV and etc. like that. So anyway, went to go see him, and I'm like, hey, everybody, etc., etc. He walks out, storms out to the building where I am. He's like, you, talk to you for a minute. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, no, greeting, this must be really serious. He's like, there's some rumors going around about you, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, first of all, this is why I came to visit in January, because I wanted to tell you the truth about why I left the company. Basically because of you and your manipulation and your initiation rituals and your don't ask, don't tell shit. So, you know, I told him I came here a month and a half ago because I wanted to talk to you, but apparently you had to go buy weed that day and that was more important. Anyway, yeah, I threw your business out there, bitch. Anyway, so he turned around and said, people are saying that you said you left because you didn't like me and this person. I said, no, you are the, don't say anything about the other person that people are pulling out of nowhere. You are the person who made me leave, etc. So, and not just that, I didn't like the company that worked for us. They were really terrible and disgusting anyway. So, and I deserve better. I'm like, I've worked in better situations. Anyway, so I